We got a big unboxing today. Not just in terms of value, but look at this box. Where'd they ship it from? Fort Knox? I mean, I've never seen a comic shipped in a box this big, but, you know, at least we can be pretty comfortable that it's safe inside. So make sure to watch till the end of the video to see what's inside, and also a bonus comic from my personal collection that I'll show at the end of the video. First, let's talk about where I got this comic book. So I'm actually a big collector in big key comics, so first appearances, that's really big for me. And it's hard for me to find the comics I'm looking for, especially in the grades I'm looking for, in just one place. So I actually look at a lot of different places for my comic books, and this comic book in particular came from a place or a website called Comic Link. So Comic Link is actually an auction website for comic books. And they have auctions going all the time. And lots vary wildly from, modern comic books all the way to Golden Age and everything in between. And since they carry a lot of rare and hard to find comic books, I've actually bought quite a few books from them. And I've always been really pleased with how they've come out. So, this one came from them, and it's a big first appearance key. And before I open it up, guess down in the comments, what do you think it is? Big first appearance of key, and it's DC Universe. So, yeah, write down in the comments. Guess what you think it is. So, let's open it up. Oh, my favorite. Packing Peanuts. This one's for you. So, my girls are going to love that because they love packing peanuts. I, however, do not. Oh. Peanut shower. So, Comic Link. Advertisement, and here is the book along with the rest of these packing peanuts. It just keeps going. Now that I'm packing peanuts just everywhere, let's see what's inside this bubble wrap. And the other benefit of bubble wrap, the girls, my 4 girls, they love popping it. So I always have a built-in disposal system for my bubble wrap. Well packaged, Comic Link does a great job packaging books, especially books with higher value, which this one tends to be a little bit on the higher side. And as far as this book goes, it's been a book I've been looking for a long time. It's a Silver Age book, and for Silver Age books in my collection, I collect graded comic books. And I always want my Silver Age to be at least a 6.0 and off-white to white or better pages. And for those of you that don't know, 6.0 is a scale out of 10, so 6 is a little bit above average. So I just want them to present a little bit above average. And off-white to white to page quality just refers to the color of the pages on the inside of the comic book. I will win this battle! They wrapped it so well, they never wanted me to get inside the package. Open this up. It's like the never-ending story. The never-ending wrapping. So yeah, this is, like I said, Silver Age books, so it's going to be at least a 6.0 off-white to white or better. And this book, in that condition, hard to find. Because page quality on a lot of DC Silver Age books are not great. Mostly you see like off-white or cream to off-white. So this book, hard to track down. And even though I've been looking for it for a year and a half, and I've been looking at it at all the major, places to buy online as far as eBay, Comic Link, Heritage, local comic conventions, bigger comic conventions, never been able to find it. So I'm really excited to be able to do that today. And man, it really is like Fort Knox. I didn't think it was going to take this long to open. But got to build the suspense. Oh, look! More cardboard! Man, they really didn't want me to open this, I guess. Maybe I can slide this out. No, I got to use the knife. Okay. Is that going to do it? I hope. Don't want to reveal just yet. Whew. Thanks for sticking with me through all that. That was a lot. All right. Take the cheap plastic bag off. We all know how much I love the cheap plastic bags. So here's the book. Drum roll. Ooh, Brave and the Bold 28. Who had that in their bingo card in the comics section? This is the first appearance of the Justice League of America, which I would say is the most famous DC superhero team. And that comprises of a lot of great characters like, Martian Manhunter, who we all know. No, these are some of the best DC superheroes that they have to offer, and they all team up together. Justice Society was the first big superhero team, and then Justice League in the Silver Age, and they're battling Starro. That's the villain here on the cover. If you've seen the new Suicide Squad movie, the second Suicide Squad movie, you'll know Starro because he was the main villain in that movie. But man, so 6.0, off-white to white. I've seen this book so many times in the year and a half I've been looking for it. But again, in like off-white or cream to off-white pages. So to have it 6.0, off-white to white, it's just really super exciting to have in my collection. Really glad I got my hands on this one. Yeah. Man, and look at the colors on that book. And the wrap is pretty good too. So yeah, couldn't be more happy for first Justice League. I mean, that's a huge. And I'm a big DC fan. I love Marvel as well, but I gotta say my DC characters, I think they got Marvel beat. Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman. I mean, the list keeps going. Marvel does have Spider-Man, but I mean, I feel like the list kind of thins after Spider-Man. So yeah, I definitely think DC, as far as superhero characters, packs more of a punch than Marvel. But yeah, gotta love some good Silver Age grails as far as comic books and DC comic books goes. So, in the spirit of team-ups, I thought I would give you a bonus book from my collection. Now, I also got... Oh, and by the way, I paid $66.25 for the Brave and the Bold 28. So, $6,625. That was a little bit more than I would want to normally pay. I was wanting to pay around $6,000, $6,200. I went a little bit higher just because it's so hard to find that book, and I've been waiting a year and a half. And, a little less than 10%, around 10% more than what I wanted to pay, to me is worth it to get my hands on that book because it just comes up so infrequently. So, yeah, definitely happy to have it in the collection. I also got this book on Comic Link a while back, and it is also a DC superhero first appearance. And when you think superhero teams in DC, you got to think Justice League. And especially for those of you like me who grew up in the 90s and the 2000s, you also, the second big team you think of, Teen Titans. So here is DC Comics Presents number 26. This is the first appearance of the new Teen Titans. So Cyborg, Starfire, and Raven. So yeah, big book as far as, wanting to get DC superhero team first appearances. And this is in a 9.6 white pages. So best page quality you can get, and also 9.6 out of 10. Really high grade for this. And it's also a newsstand copy. So if you see in the bottom corner, there is a barcode here, which means it was a newsstand copy. Newsstand copies actually were sold off of shelves, like at the local comic book store or vendor. So those books have a barcode where they could scan the code, and ring it up for you. Non-direct or non-newsstand issues, or the other alternative to newsstand, would be what they call a direct edition, which it was like a subscription service where you got mailed the comic to your house, and there would be no barcode here to scan because there would be no point for that barcode since they're mailing it directly to your house. There would be, like DC has their logo here instead, or in Marvel Comics they have a Spider-Man head or Spider-Man a lot of times here in that corner. So this is actually harder. In general, newsstands are harder to find because there's less of them, because as direct became more well-known, they became more popular, so people just had them directly mailed to their home rather than go up to the store and pick them up. So it's harder usually to find newsstand copies in general, but also especially in higher grade, because in when you have a comic shipped to your house, it's a lot easier to keep it in, pristine condition versus out in a store where people can rifle through it and look through it or grab it out of the, put it in the shelf, grab it out of the shelf. It's a lot easier to get it roughed up or just, spine ticks or little scuff marks. So higher grades are harder in general to find on newsstands. So really happy to have this book in my collection and stoked to have Raven the Bold 28. That's a big, big Silver Age key. Make sure to subscribe because there's giveaways coming up here shortly once we hit 1,000 subscribers. And check out this video for more big unboxings. See you soon.